I didn't know this was a thing.
Ooh.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and I'm here with my bestie, Vito. What's up, Vito?
How's it going, best friend?
So, Vito, are two men allowed to be friends these days without immediately wondering if they're a couple?
No, not at all. Because
Hey, I mean,
representation is important.
Yeah, I mean, not that there's
guys hanging out.
Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I didn't know this was a thing. Apparently, a lot of fans were wondering if Bucky and was. I got to be careful of the word. Can we call it bye, like in sync? Well, that like apparently this word you can't even say, Vito. I don't know. But apparently this was some theory that a lot of fans had brewing based off of scene that we're going to go through, Vito. And I'm curious if you know what scene it was that made fans wonder, did Bucky go both ways? But this is a huge
I was
thread.
wondering when you brought this up what scene it possibly could be.
Well, I'll get there in a second, but I do love this meme here. Bucky in 1940s, World War II soldier fights the Z's. Bucky in 2025, cool by uncle who brings cakes. I mean, he is cool. What a cool shot. I like this guy. I want him to be my uncle. But they're
saying he's bi, though. I guess he did go on a date with a girl in the show.
Correct. And then look at this. Just it's a very this is a very ongoing thing. Now, Vito, before we even get to the story, I don't want to think like I'm hating on this or even Sebastian Stan. In fact, I want to reveal my cards, Vito. You ready for this?
Yes.
Because I got something I can drop. I think not a lot of people know I did here. Did you know I did this?
Character. We find you in Bucharest. You're living this peaceful life. You go and you buy plums. Those plums. You're like this normal guy. All that goes to hell. You didn't get to get the plums.
I keep thinking of that show with Will Ferrell did a cameo. Is it Eastbound? And he's just, I'm just trying to get some plums. And I get that. I'm like, yeah, the guy was just trying to get some plums.
So you never got your plums?
No, I never got to eat them.
Oh,
just take some off.
Guess what I did? I got Bucky his plums! Yeah, that was me, dog!
That means you guys are best friends now.
Oh, yeah, baby. I brought the plums to Bucky. Oh,
were they ripe?
Yeah, they were good.
Marvel Oprah. You get a plum.
Marvel Oprah. You get a plum. All three of them start eating plums.
You get a plum.
I gave Captain America, both Captain Americas. OG, Sam, Bucky.
Yeah.
Marvel Oprah giving out plums.
So you might even say you're.
I need to change my header. Don't you think Sam Wilson called me the Marvel Oprah. I mean, I think I got to change it now, Vito.
That's your new nickname.
I'm the Marvel Oprah. But so I gave Bucky plums. So don't I'll support.
You Stan.
I stand Sebastian Stan exactly, and I support whatever he wants to do. I just don't care. Love is love, Vito. This isn't a criticism.
Of course.
What was interesting to me was that this was like now becoming like the trending topic of the day of like apparently this is is he? And then now apparently the director had to come forward and said, no, he's not, Vito. So let's hear about this.
I wonder why. Yeah, usually they go, well, he could be, for the fandom or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
no, not this time. And I'm sure there's some people who are just annoyed that they're even going here. Who cares? But it's I'm more annoyed if it's like, why is this the thing? If he is, he is. If he's not, he's not. Like, let him live his life without. Why do we have to know everyone's orientation and personal choices?
I was saying the way he builds the boat. It was a little. I was like, this guy might go both ways.
What? Building boats implies that?
As I've said, listen, Andy, to give you even more of a shield, I've had encounters with gentleman callers. Okay, I consider myself a bisexual man, and when a man tells me he knows how to build a boat, that's a bit of a turn on. I can't lie.
Wow, I did not know boating.
It's a very common.
Is it like
thing in the bisexual community?
Is it like the Andy Dufresne red thing at the end of Shawshank?
We just love to sail, Andy. We love the open sea.
Wow,
we're open with our sexuality, like the open ocean.
Well, there you
boat
go.
metaphor. Is that not what was happening here, though?
I don't know. Well, it wasn't the boat, Vito.
It was not.
It was not the boat. Okay,
well,
so
missed opportunity.
For much of his tenure, Bucky has been something of a queer icon. I didn't know this, so bravo to him. I guess is he in the comics? Maybe?
Anytime you're the sidekick to a muscular superhero, you're kind of a queer icon.
Well,
Robin's kind of a queer icon.
Sure. Okay, I could see that. In fact, I still have him here? Yeah, I could see that, especially with the. I thought I had it. I don't. I lost it.
I love the old classic comic panel where Batman and Robin are like, "Oh boy, a sleepover," and you're like, "Oh, that's all right."
A little on the nose. All right, I can't find my Robin figure. I delayed. All right, it's not worth it. But anyway, back to the article at hand here. You can see here. So people have been wanting this, given his icon status, and then obviously Bucky's until the end of the line was a large part that they wanted Steve and Bucky to be a romantic couple. And so a lot of these fans just assumed he was. And just never had the opportunity to express it, given the time period, Vito, right? Back in that time, it was a lot harder to come out. And so it resurfaced when Falcon and Winter Soldier, where he has a date with this woman at a sushi bar, and he laments about the weird pictures he keeps seeing on online dating sites. I mean, tiger photos, he says? Half the time, I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's a lot. Apparently that's what triggered everybody, because people have been posting tigers in their dating profiles have been predominantly men. Fans instantly seized on this offhand remark as evidence that he was, in fact, going both ways. Interview with Variety following this finale, however, the director, Kari Skogland, said that was never the team's intention. I think we just thought of it as an oddity at the times because he was so confused by it, because don't forget he's 106 years old, so he's just confused by the whole thing. She laughs while talking about Bucky's tiger moment. It's clear she's seen the fan reactions too, but she says she and Stan never discussed the implications of why Bucky would be seeing big cats on a dating site. Might be going after Carol Baskins, who knows? But what we really more trying to display was his complete lack of technical skills, as well as being part of any kind of community. He doesn't fit, so that's what I think was more of our attention than to try and point out any one particular affinity. Fans also picked out his aggressive banter with Sam, including moments considerably physical intimacy. Don't read too much into it, they said, or necessarily assume that physical intimacy among men automatically connotates romantic or sexual tension. Thank you. Right. Vito and I can get close. We're allowed to, without it automatically assuming that you guys think we're in love with each other. That come on. We got.
Now, if you come over and want to start building my boat,
then I know.
Start asking questions.
Fair enough.
Other than that,
if I want to go there, you know what I know what that means.
That joke must have went over my head, because when he said tigers on a dating site, I was thinking, don't they refer to older women as tigers? Isn't that the thing?
Cougars.
No, I'm thinking of tigers.
Cougars.
Okay, that's what I was missing.
So you assumed it was a cougars guy.
I thought it was a
hanging
cougar
with. Not hanging with cougars. It was posing with tigers.
Do people put pictures of tigers on their dating profiles?
Yeah, apparently. What's with all the tiger selfies on dating apps?
I have never heard of this. I guess I haven't been using the right dating
I was
apps.
hoping they would show us some here, but apparently this is a thing. So yeah, guys are just now posing with tigers. Jesus.
Are they like fake do they go get pictures with tigers somewhere?
Yeah, it's a long piece, but apparently
do they go to a zoo?
It's apparently there's a lot of tiger selfies on the web.
Oh, you know what there is though? There's these companies that will, just have like places to take selfies. Have you seen the ones that are like fake private planes? So influencers,
here's one.
Oh, I'm on my way to Dubai or whatever, but it's all fake.
It's all fake. Well, here's one with a guy. He's petting a tiger.
Yeah. So I wonder if this is one of those.
I'm looking up other tropes, but yeah, apparently the tiger trope, posing with tigers, is a dating trope. Yeah, there's a lot of them here.
So I'm gonna get more hits on my dating profile if I get a tiger.
People posing with tigers. Here it is.
Nice.
If you pose with a tiger, apparently. It's a cool. Oh, so here's a girl.
I gotta be real.
There's a girl
5 out of 6 though. They are dudes.
And look how cute they're like posing with a cuddle. Aw, I can see that being a turn on. So yeah, apparently it's a thing, and that's why that triggered everybody to wonder. Anyway, she continues to say it's really love though, right? They love each other at the end. They don't love each other at the beginning. They come to a friendship place where they love each other. It's not really sensitive to I'm not sensitive to masculinity or any kind of barrier between the love or how it should manifest. I'm completely fluid when it comes to any of that. So there's no defined sexuality. It's really just affection, which I think is that's a better way to define.
Honestly, I think it's stronger if it's not a bisexual connection. I think there's a lot to be said about, again, two men being able to have a close friendship with declarations of love.
Yeah, without it being
I love you, buddy. I'm here for you. I'll
not
do
being
whatever.
afraid to say that, I think, is really the thing. A lot of us men, I think, feel like they're not allowed to say that.
That's a huge problem in the male.
I make a point.
Equation.
I tell any friend, male or female, if they're a really good friend, I'll do that. I love you. I'm here for you. Like it's a thing. I'm not afraid to tell them. Especially to show your love for friends, especially in family, as obvious, but friends too, you got to make sure you put out there. So yeah, I think this relationship is a fun friendship, and I mean, it's nice to hear people are seeing him as an icon and other things, but I just, now it's like a story of debunking that he isn't. It's just like, why is this a story? Why is anybody's orientation a story?
Because this is all they do
want to reveal it.
They take one quote from an interview and they make it into a whole headline. Where they go, hey, was Bucky bisexual? No, he was not bisexual. And it's Falcon and the Winter Soldier director debunks fan theory. It's fully debunked. He said like one line about one
and they
thing.
Still totally could change that later in the show if they chose to. And then I'm sure there'll be so many people, oh my God, why are they forcing this into the show? Look, who cares?
Oh God, I hate that. Yeah.
Who cares? As long as it's like, I love the fact that we don't know. And if he turned out to be at some point, and they he's hanging out with a dude. Good, dude. That's how it should be done. I hate how Batwoman has to tell you in the dialogue to remind you of what her orientation is, because you're like, no, we promise we are exclusive, inclusive, whatever. We need to tell you our people what they are, what their orientations are, etc. No,
there's been recent headlines.
There's so many people in the world. How do you don't know what orientation everybody is? It's nobody's business.
And it's also not. Yeah, they had articles about the new Captain America, and they're like, the new Captain America is LGBTQ. And I was like, first of all, you can't be all 5 of the letters. I'm pretty sure. You got to pick, you get 1 or 2, maybe 3. You can't be all 5 at once. But second of all, I was like, I don't know. Yeah, that's cool, but I just put the character in the comic and make him cool. I don't know. It's this fine line of yes, let's celebrate diversity, but also don't pigeonhole your character as that, because then it's going to overshadow anything else that might be cool about them.
Correct.
Let me get to know them as a character. I don't think of Miles Morales as the Black Spider-Man,
Correct.
I don't think that's the right way to look at that character. You go, yeah, it's Miles Morales. I love Miles Morales.
And I actually like that part of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier where they're like, oh, look, it's Black Falcon. And he made a point of no, I'm just Falcon. I did think that was actually, sort of calling that out of the fact that, yeah, certain people might still do that. But whether they're proud or not, but it's he made a point no, dude, I'm Falcon. I'm Captain America.
To be fair, in the back of my head, I was like, Black Falcon's kind of a cooler name than the Falcon. Sounds a little... Call himself Dark Falcon. No, that's a little too close still.
It's too dangerous.
When somebody called him Captain Falcon, I was like, see, that's cool, but then Nintendo would sue you.
Oh, that's right. F-Zero.
Nintendo character.
Yeah. Well, there you go, fans. If you were upset to hear that it's debunked, oh well. I think it's more just they clearly just didn't make that happen yet. But he could, and you know what? I got no problem with it. And anybody watching my channel who does, lighten up. Who cares? 2021. Just don't shove it down our face and make it a poorly written character. Just make him a cool character that earns it, and it just happens. And then
he is a cool character.
Yeah,
so it would be.
And I wouldn't be against. It would not make sense if you did it right. But yeah, forcing him and Sam together as a couple, I think, is forcing it, and that's crazy. Yeah. I think they are.
Except for that very romantic scene where they build a boat together.
Oh no, I was gonna say I like when their knees touched in the therapy session. That was hot.
Oh, that was all right. That was a little bit more of a something, but they were very uncomfortable with that.
Well, guys,
they did very quickly get into it. I did like that scene a lot, actually.
If you want to see more uncomfortableness between Vito and I, the best way to do so is on Best Movie Ever, where we watch some of what people call the worst movies. And Vito and I have to actually be positive about these terrible movies and tell you why they are one of the worst, or one of the best movies ever. So we got 3 episodes. One more is coming next week. It's a good one. May the force be with us on this one. Ooh. Stay tuned. But make sure you subscribe. I'll put a link at the end to Movie World so you can go watch it.
We're watching Krull. That's a joke.
Ooh, yikes. And you can support Vito on YouTube at the channel. Just look up Vito. You'll find him.
Vito.
And he's got fun stuff over there. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed here, what are you waiting for? I gave Bucky Plums. I'm Marvel's Oprah. I should have put that video separate. I keep forgetting. I interviewed them all. But let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for Jack Shipley. He helped me buy the plums. He helped orchestrate that because I couldn't go get them. But thanks. That was a very fun day. We got to do that at Wizard World Philadelphia years ago. But thanks to everybody who was there. Stay tuned for more coverage here on Popcorn Planet. Who will I talk to next? Who's going to get a watermelon or a pineapple? You never know.
Me.